Clara Vance was a divorced graphic designer living in a quiet suburb of Boston with her 8-year-old son. To her neighbors, she was a soft-spoken, respectable woman who kept strictly to herself. Her ex-husband had custody of their son every weekend, picking him up on Friday afternoon and returning him every Sunday evening. Clara's only close confidant was her friend Sarah, who was undergoing a bitter divorce. Fearing her husband might seize her expensive vintage diamond jewelry, Sarah asked Clara to hide the collection in her safe until the court dispute was settled. On Sunday, October 12, 2025, the ex-husband brought the boy back, but no one answered the door. Sensing something wrong, he called the police, who broke down the front door. Inside the hallway, investigators discovered Clara's body, stabbed 25 times in a brutal frenzy. Sarah confirmed that the diamond collection was missing from the house, but she had no idea who could have targeted Clara. The breakthrough came from a single clue left at the scene: a partially smoked cigarillo lying in a glass ashtray. Forensics extracted 2 distinct DNA profiles from the filter, one belonging to Clara and the other to an unidentified male. Initially, neighbors insisted that no visitors ever frequented Clara's home. However, detective work revealed she possessed 5 separate mobile phones registered under different aliases. Upon analyzing the call records, detectives generated a master suspect list of over 120 men. The investigation uncovered Clara's secret compulsion, an addiction to brief, anonymous encounters. During the weekends when her son was away, she would drive to local auto repair yards and docks, scouting for freelance mechanics. She would lure a technician to her garage under the pretext of fixing an old classic car engine. Once inside, she offered him a shower, served a lavish meal spiked with performance-enhancing stimulants, and initiated a brief affair. By the following week, she would completely replace him with someone new. Detectives spent weeks cross-referencing male DNA samples from contacts across Massachusetts and Rhode Island, without a single match. The turning point occurred when forensics thoroughly searched Clara's personal car and uncovered a hidden 6th burner phone in the glove compartment. A single phone number logged on that device led detectives to a freelance mechanic residing in Manchester, New Hampshire. Teams traveled to his workshop. Although he was absent, investigators collected a discarded cigar butt from his workbench for emergency DNA analysis. The DNA analysis yielded a perfect match to the cigar found at the crime scene. A targeted ambush was deployed, leading to the suspect's swift arrest. Under interrogation, he confessed immediately, stating that while visiting her home, he accidentally spotted the hidden collection of diamond jewelry. Driven by greed, he ambushed Clara in the hallway, stabbed her, and fled with the loot. All stolen diamonds were recovered, and the killer was convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. Investigators began the tedious task of interrogating the 120 men identified from Clara's phone records. Detective teams traveled across Massachusetts and Rhode Island, collecting DNA samples from suspects, including mechanics, handymen, and delivery drivers. Even minor clues, such as a used paper cup or a discarded tissue paper touched by a suspect, were meticulously gathered and sent to the forensic lab. But every single match came back negative.
After weeks of grueling dead ends, the detectives decided to re-examine Clara's personal car from top to bottom. Their persistence paid off when a forensic technician discovered a secret compartment hidden behind the glove box. Inside was a 6th burner mobile phone containing a single recently dialed phone number that had never appeared in any previous call logs. The unexpected discovery of the hidden 6th burner phone shifted the entire trajectory of the investigation. Analysis of its call logs revealed a single mysterious outgoing call made late on Saturday night. That call was traced directly to an unregistered mobile line owned by a freelance mechanic working in Manchester, New Hampshire. Detectives dispatched an undercover team to the mechanic's garage in Manchester. Upon arrival, they learned that the suspect had suddenly left work without notice a few hours earlier. However, investigators noticed a glass ashtray on his workbench containing multiple discarded cigar butts.
Forensics secured the cigar butts from the workbench and rushed them to the state crime laboratory for emergency DNA extraction. Within hours, scientists confirmed an absolute DNA match between the saliva on the cigar from the workshop and the unknown male sample recovered from Clara's hallway.
Armed with definitive forensic evidence, law enforcement launched a multi-agency manhunt. Federal marshals and local officers set up strategic roadblocks and monitored his known associates, tracking his movements as he attempted to flee the state.
The suspect was cornered and arrested at a bus terminal while trying to buy a one-way ticket under a fake name. When taken into custody, officers searched his duffel bag and recovered the entire missing collection of vintage diamond jewelry. During interrogation, the suspect confessed to the murder. He explained that Clara had brought him to her garage under the pretense of fixing her classic car, served him a meal, and offered him a cigar. However, while inside the home, he accidentally spotted the glittering diamond jewelry left near the open safe. Overcome by sudden avarice, he decided to steal the fortune. When Clara caught him attempting to take the jewelry, a violent struggle ensued in the hallway, ending when he repeatedly stabbed her before escaping. The evidence was overwhelming, and he was ultimately sentenced to life in prison without parole.
Thank you for watching. We are truly honored to have you here. To support our channel and stay updated on new content, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps us keep creating.